Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of 3 Kaldheim draft. Alright, so our rare is Jorn, God of Winter, which is a cool card. It also is Caldering the Rhyme Staff, which lets you get snow permanents back. Those are both pretty powerful effects. I do think Caldering is pretty strong. Just tap and you can just play stuff from your graveyard, snow permanents. It's pretty cool. Does enter tapped, I guess, but otherwise we could just take a Demon Bolt, which is a pretty safe pick. I mean, I like playing rares quite a bit, and snow decks are fun. There's also Turgid Shadow, Spirit of the Alderguard. I mean, there's some good stuff in here. It's probably wrong to just not take Demon Bolt here, though. It's just such a good removal spell with the Foretell and everything as well. It deals with so many things. All right. More deck options with Demon Bolt as well. So now in red, we just have a Breakneck Berserker and a Shackles, which I'm not really interested in. We could take the Battle for Bredegard. This is a cool card if you can get the tokens to support it. Otherwise, there's Vega, which, yeah, we could go for more of maybe like a 3-color Foretell deck. That'd be fun. In blue, we have Mistwalker. Is It Giants is a deck I could consider. And that's basically it. I mean, this is a giant, and it's a good card in general. Vega can definitely be quite strong, I think, if you can. It's like early enough where we may be able to build towards it too. I think Battle for Bredegard can definitely be good in the right deck as well, but I'll probably just go for Vega and see if it works out. All right, now we could take like Shepherd, great synergy with Vega. It's got Foretell, it's a good card in general. I'm cool with that. There's also in red, Hulk, Pup, and Rune of Speed, and in blue, Harbinger, and there's a Snowland. Although we don't need to go for snow, if maybe we just focus on the Foretell build. Happy to take a Shepherd here, though. It's a great card. We'll see if the Vega deck comes together. Okay. So, got some Boast stuff in here. I may want to stick to white for now. This is cool synergy with Vega. Really cool synergy with Vega. It's a cool card. Could go for that. 4 or 5 color Foretell. I mean, it's really cool how that works with Vega. I like that. Otherwise, I'm taking like an Usher, which is a good card. Usher is good. Cheap, can trade. Pretty ambitious, I think, to take the Devourer. Because then we're already in 4-color territory. I'll probably take the Usher. I want to make this core part of our deck work, the Vega and the Shepherd and such. So, yeah, I'm happy enough with Usher. I think that's a good pick for us. So could take a Snowland here. Harbinger kind of wants to be in the same deck as Vega, since they both work towards Foretell plan to a certain extent. Bit of a ways away from this Notbald Slumber Mound. Could take the Hawks and go for the... well, you kind of need the Plow before you take the Ox. I don't really need any of this stuff. I could just take the Snowland for that reason. None of this blue stuff is good enough to take. Trickster's God's Heist is a cool card, especially if you just give him a little warrior token. But I'll take the Snow Plains. Invoke would be a good sideboard card. But there is actual snow stuff in blue, so might as well consider it. Okay. So, could take the Shieldmate here. I actually like the Shieldmate. It's a solid card. And planning an Intruder in blue. Both not that exciting. And Chasm's not really helping us too much, so I'll take a Shieldmate. So now in blue, we could take the Arcanist. I mean, it's early enough where Arcanist, even if you have to pay full price, it could do something for us. We have probably a Wizard somewhere in here, right? Maybe not. But it's good with Changelings as well. There's a Raider's Carve. Some red stuff for going back towards that plan if I wanted like a red-white aggro. I kind of like Vega though. I think the upside of Arcanus is probably the highest, especially if we find some draw card or foretell stuff along the way. And like, now I can take the Oracle. Be happy about that. Playable card, but certainly good with Vega if you're drawing off of it. So Kinseeker is a fine card. Nico Defies Destiny technically wants to be in the same deck as Vega. We could try it. Kinseeker basically just makes Arcanus cheaper. It's not that great for us anyway. I haven't gotten to play Nico Defies Destiny, so we could try it. I mean, we're really gonna have to go deep on Foretell because I don't think we have a ton of it right now. Don't really need any of this. We could take the Bredegard Stronghold because if I end up splashing green, it's going to be fairly easy to use the land effect of that. What I'm giving up for it doesn't really matter, so I'm okay with that. Guess we'll take a... Actually, Master Skald makes sense. We already have Nico's Defies Destiny, and could probably find something else along the way. And Carful Harbinger is actually good with Foretell, but I'd rather have the Skald, I think. So you take the Port double black, seems like it's not happening. I think we'll just cut the blue card. Blue seems like the one we're probably competing for, although there's plenty of blue here. So I could take the Harbinger. Can bring it back with Shepherd as well. But I think I agree. I think I'll take Invoke for sideboard. I don't think any of those are ultimately going to make the deck. So I'm not unhappy with where we're at, but we will be needing a little help. Vargoth, well, that's good. Well, we got Nico Defies Destiny on the splash, or on the wheel last time. Maybe I'll just take the Veil. It opens us up for a Demon Bolt splash, which has Foretell. I mean, 4 damage to something and draw a card is quite good. Could open us up for another splash as well. There is a Packmate in here. Maybe I just branch more towards Bant and hope to find the fixing. I mean, Packmate is incredible, especially with Vega. Then it's just like 3/3 plus Divination. That's pretty good. I mean, you want the fixing too, but maybe green is a path we can go down. I mean, the issue is we need as much Foretell as we can, so we got to find a good Foretell when we can. And we have a Stronghold as well. All right, I'll take the Packmate. We'll see if we can put together the Foretell we need. So a bit of a miss here. Could take the Sentinel, maybe start focusing more on green, white, and then splash blue and stuff like that. Could do that. I mean, green is your splash color. We're not giving up any Foretell. Well, I guess we could take Crush the Weak. Kills a lot of our things currently. With all these colors, I'm more willing to go the Sentinel route. I like Sentinel anyway. Wow. Nico. Nico's a sweet card. I really like Nico a lot. It sucks that it's in... Man, it's in the pack with everything we want, but it's a good Planeswalker. Definitely. It lets you draw a bunch of things, and it's a kill spell too. So it's unfortunate we're passing some really strong cards I want, but I can't complain about getting a good Planeswalker here, so we'll take it. Now we kind of really need the fixing. Could take another Packmate. I think that's probably wisest. Path the World Tree would actually be a good pickup for here, but I'm going to take the Packmate. We're going to focus on the Foretell and the value. So probably another Demon Bolt. We're already in 4-color territory, but I'm still kind of hopeful we can find the fixing along the way to make it work. And these are all, I mean, these are premium Foretell spells. Demon Bolt, Packmate. These are all going to be excellent Foretell spells. So we could take the Nico Defies Destiny now. I'm probably okay with that. Give it a try. Or we take Bound in Gold. I'll go for the Foretell Synergy deck and see if we can make it work. I've never played it before. Right now, kind of feels like blue splash might be what we're doing. The problem is we've got these double blue things. It's going to make it harder. Probably take Depart here. Or I could take the Masked Vandal. but I'm cool with the part. Let's pick up as much snow as we can. Uh-oh. Did I get kicked out? I hope I don't have to restart. Yeah, unfortunately, Arena since yesterday has been absolutely horrible. All right, well, that's unfortunate. All right, we're back. Did I at least get the pick I wanted? No, it didn't. It didn't even let me do the pick that I wanted. That's really disappointing. Even though I had it highlighted, it actually opted for the other pick. That's funny. So I don't think we're gonna do these. I think it was an important pick too, wasn't it? I can't even remember what it was now, but I'm pretty sure it was important. All these Nico defies Destiny. Now I might just take the Mammoth Growth. I think 2 Nico defies Destiny is enough. So I'd rather go for more Foretell. I think if we got another Vega, this would probably look pretty good too. So 10 creatures currently. Basically no fixing, which is going to be problematic. Guess we'll just cut a white card. I don't really need. So could take Snakeskin Veil, could take Scald number 3. Could take Run Ashore. Probably take the Scald. It's a lot of Scalds. Ooh, Path of the World Tree. This is a card we actually need, so that's nice. And I haven't actually built the Path deck before, so that's cool too. We'll take the Recluse here, actually. Guess we can take Intruder. And a Courser's actually certainly a playable last pick. All right, we probably want this Pathway since we're a bit of a greedy mana base at this point. Thankfully, we're not even giving up anything for it, so that's kind of a relief. We got to prioritize fixing pretty highly here if we want this deck to pan out. Okay, so could do the gates. Could do the effigy. It does have Foretell. Technically, it's just kind of on the lower end of Foretell value. Gates at least justifies 18 lands a little bit better. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe we won't be able to splash the Demon Bolts. That'd be tough. I wouldn't like that, but it might be what we end up having to do. Don't really have the Snow for Troll. Don't really need another 4-drop so much. Color-wise, where are we at? 12, 4, 2. So we're primarily white. Oh, we had green in there as well. Maybe taking the Harbinger here is what we need to do. As much as I don't really like it, I think it might make sense. Well, here's another Foretell card, but I think we just slam this, just spare a Sentinel and never look back. Seems like a pretty important card for us. Frostpire is surprisingly a card we could consider as well, but all the Herald unites the elves, huh? So we could do Crush the Weak. Probably just do Vandal. It gives us some interaction. Crush the Weak does have Foretell, but I don't even know if the Demon Bolts are going to make it now. We'll see. They might. I can take another Gates here, or I can take the Doomscar Oracle. Number 2, get another Foretell card. I don't mind upping our Foretell count. But I'm also willing to do the Gates plan. Yeah, I'll take Gates. I mean, it's just cool to play 18 lands and have some good value stuff. Oh, that's a cool one. Haven't gotten to play the Raven's Warning either, so we'll take that over a Foretell card. I like these Foretell cards, but we have 3 Master Scalds as well, so getting these back is pretty sweet. got quite the deck going here. Yeah, we might be off Demon Bolt plan. Oh, well, maybe not. Yeah, I guess with triple Jaspera Sentinel, we'll be able to make it work. That's pretty cool, actually. Those are some timely Jaspera Sentinels. Yeah, we could probably make this Path of the World tree work as well, which is cool. Could do Skull Cairn. I mean, I'll probably take it anyway. There's nothing else. I guess another Invoke for sideboard. Probably smarter. Don't really need any of these. Probably take the Intruder for sideboard. Against the X1 deck, it might be valuable. I don't have enough snow for Troll. Guess maybe a Null in case there's just some crazy card I'm not thinking about. All right, Raven Form is actually nice to have. It's got Foretell and is an answer catch-all sort of thing. None of these cards matter. So I actually like our deck. It's pretty ambitious, but I think it's a good looking deck. And you know me, I like building ambitious decks anyway. So yeah, we can easily play 18 lands. We have not much fixing, however, but we have the Jaspera Sentinels, which I think are going to be super helpful. So we have 14 lands currently, so we need to make 4 cuts to put this thing together. So we'll figure that out. It's a lot of Master Scalds. I think that's fine, though. Cool deck. Very cool deck. Courser currently makes some things cheaper. We have 17 creatures, so easy cards to cut are probably Harbinger, because we actually don't have that much blue, despite the fact we're playing Nico. Playing Harbinger when we're this blue light, I don't think makes a ton of sense. Because we can always use Sentinel to fix for the blue on these two. Nico is another thing altogether, but we'll hopefully figure that out. We can cut another creature here. It's probably the Recluse. It's kind of just screaming out at me as the one to cut. I don't know if we need the Mammoth Growth either. Like, it does have Foretell. What's our Foretell count currently? If it's not high enough, I might not even do the Nico Defies Destiny. It might not be worth our time. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is pretty good. 2 Nico Defies Destiny is probably excessive. And I'm not even sure it's good enough where we want it. Because then we can cut back on our blue even more. It's probably not good enough. It doesn't strike me as something that's amazing. Getting back, like waiting 3 turns to get back a Foretell card, it's so specific that we probably don't need to worry about it. I'm okay doing the Path of the World tree plan, though, now that we've got triple Jaspera Sentinel. Because I don't even think we don't even have to run a Swamp. Because we have 3 Sentinels. Like, we can find all of our colors and not have to hurt our kind of stretched mana base that much anyway. So let's set this over here. How many actual islands do we need? I want a good amount. I mean, we need 2 to get value off of this. We need 2 to cast Nico. But we do have the Sentinels to help. How many white do we need? So whites are primary. And we don't need double white. So that's good. We could probably get away with like 7 then, I would guess. We need the green early for the Sentinels. So that's going to be one of our primary. We can count this maybe 4. This is 5 blue and then 7 green. I could do that. But we also need to throw in a red. Otherwise, we can't cast Demon Bolt except off of Sentinel. I wonder if that's good enough. But then the Path of the World tree becomes less good, I feel like. Could cut 1 island for 1 mountain. They're just for Demon Bolts, though, huh? Because we can do that off Sentinel pretty easily. But then it's going to be really tough to ever activate Path of the World Tree. And finding red off path is nice in a pinch too. But we need double blue for Nico, so I don't like cutting the blue. This is tough. This is actually pretty challenging. We didn't get a ton of fixing at all, so that makes this quite a bit more difficult. We could do 6 white, but then it's like our early white plan is going to be hindered. I wonder if 3 sentinels is going to be enough. I do feel like the blue is hurting the deck quite a bit, but Nico is quite strong. You can just generate a ton of card draw off of it. Somehow you can win the game with it if you can make stuff unblockable, which is cool too. Plus Master Scald currently can bring back Raven's Warning. Is that it? Thought it could bring back more than that. Artifact or enchantment? Path the World Tree. Okay, that's cool actually. That is cool. So I definitely want to be able to activate Path, I feel like, with triple Master Scald, because that's just going to end up being good value. It is going to be reliant on Jaspera Sentinel in order to do that. I might just cut 1 plains. And then add 1 mountain. And call it a deck. Yeah, this mana base I think is going to end up hurting us quite a bit, but it looks like a fun deck at least. It's got some cool elements going for it, so we'll try it out. All right, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, we're in round 1. I think we keep it. Obviously, it's a little bit risky here, but turn 3 Raven's Warning is going to have to be good enough. And if we can find a green mana, then we're in much better shape as well. Then we're actually close to this Path of the World Tree that we need to be going towards here. And Raven's Warning into eventual Master Scald. Not the worst. Alright, Usher can't actually trade with Finn, so I guess we'll just go Raven's Warning here. Sure. Alright, there's our green mana, so we'll cast that, or we'll play that rather, and do the Usher, and pass. So, this is okay, yeah, because we could attack back. It looks like they saw that too, so can put a card I own outside the game. Well, with Path of the World Tree and Jaspera Sentinel in hand, maybe I actually want, yeah, I think we actually want this black mana. Believe it or not. That's kind of interesting. All right, well, we'll take the black mana. It just puts it on top of our deck. I see. So I don't want to cast Path of the World Tree this game then. Okay. Or this turn, rather. So how do we want to do this? I want the Sentinel too, but we're still a couple turns from Path anyway. So I think we just cast a Packmate. And then we'll play the swamp. And pass. So then we can do path finding our red mana. Can also do Master Scald, especially if they trade here. I can do Master Scald even if they don't trade, though. And I can still cast a Jaspera Sentinel. Let's see. Let's see if they just take it. Alright, that I'm more on board with. Now I can go land, Scald, exile that to get back Raven's Warning, cast Sentinel. Then we can go Pathfinding Mountain, and we have green, white, blue, black, red. Sure. I probably would have attacked there. I guess they were worried I had something, maybe. So we'll get our red mana. And do that. And do Raven's Warning. So we'll pass. So we do have the 5 colors to attack with the Raven here. White, blue, green, black, red. Okay. So we'll get in and draw. This is fine. So we'll deal the 2 and then Path the World Tree it. Oh. You. This thing. Kill that. Now we can get it back too. Use it again. It's pretty slick actually. Get another green. Sure. So they can put counters on Shepherd. Are they putting it on Finn? That'd be interesting. Huh. Not their flyer, huh? Okay. So is there something that we want? I mean, we can cast anything we want here. Invoke the Divine, maybe? It doesn't deal with anything. We can do Frostfire Arcanist, but we don't have that. We could do Nico Defies Destiny, but we don't have anything for that. We could do Recluse. Recluse actually is a blocker for their Shepherd. I kind of like that. And we can get the Raven's Warning back again once we get a creature in the yard. I wonder if for now we should be just doing the Nico with a bunch of shards. I guess so. I think we'll just do, how many shards do we want to do? 3, 4, 5. Tap out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll just go like this. And plus. And we won't actually submit and do anything here. And then we'll pass. So this lets us block the shepherd with our Jespera Sentinel. Kind of okay with trying to kill Finn here. Finn's pretty dangerous on the back end, so I think we'll block like this and then block like that. This thing has Death Touch, so it doesn't really matter. And I'd rather have the extra creature in my yard. Sure. Alright. Recluse is good. So we've drawn one card. I think if we draw 2 more, we can kill Finn. So we'll play our land. And we're up to 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So for 10, yeah, it might be in our best bet, or best interest rather, to go crack 1 shard. Dump that, draw. Oh, Demon Bolt's good too. So now we can go this, kill Shepherd, because we've only drawn 2 cards. And then we can go Master Scald. And we could do Demon Bolt too if we wanted. Get back, probably Path. Or is it? Yeah, probably Path, I guess. How many cards do we have left in our deck? 20? I probably still do Path. Just kills things, and we'll dump the, oh, that's too bad. I'm gonna have to restart. I'm getting scared here. I guess we do the Master Skull because we have the Shepherd, technically. Could do the I think the Recluse actually makes the most sense instead of the Demon Bolt. And then we'll pass. Because they can use their Glade Warden to make things bigger here, but we'll see what they do. Sure. Okay, so can double block the Bergstrider. I think we do that. And then I'll probably just chump Finn. I guess it makes more sense to go chump Finn and then double block the Bergstrider like that. Okay, so we drew 1 card. We'll draw 2 cards here. We'll go land. We're up to 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands. So 9, Leave that on top. Is there a way I can cast that? I don't quite think so. We can do Path the World Tree, find the land, crack it, and still do Nico killing like Finn, but I think our best bet this turn to soak the most value probably is to just let Nico die, but take out Finn in the process. So I think we're going to activate this one more time, actually. Oh, Raven form's nice. We can keep that. Now we can use this because we've drawn 3, I think. Yeah, do that. And then we can actually Demon Bolt the Glade Warden so they don't get any more value from that. And then I think we foretell here, and we'll Path the World Tree and get another green land and then pass. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. They have to attack Nico with Packmate if they want to kill it. Shepherd can get back some goodies. Something, I imagine. Yeah, Shepherd can get back, I guess, Usher, maybe. Sure. I would argue that Nico did its job, so I am happy enough about that. And we can crack this whenever we want to. It's pretty nice. So Mass Vandal, currently no real targets. Not that that's a big deal. We'll probably just go Shepherd. Getting back, I guess Usher. Probably Usher. Could be Sentinel too. We've got a lot of resources right now, though. Probably Usher. Especially with this Stronghold out. And then we'll probably just use Stronghold, because then it gives me a blocker for the Packmate as well. I had no idea how much value stuff we have in here. It's kind of obscene. And still have 15 cards left, so I guess we could draw off the shard if we wanted. Could also just use Raven form now for the Packmate, but Raven form's a nice catch-all to have. So I guess we can crack another shard. And then we'll, I guess, foretell this since we're out of green mana. Sure. So we have a blocker for Packmate still. Well, that's a good one. So probably going to Raven form their Packmate. So we can Raven form Packmate. And then I can Path the World Tree it. And then we'll play land and play another Packmate. Vega, where I had no idea how many draw card effects we have in here. It's pretty crazy. Next turn we just play a couple flyers, and I think we gotta beat him down flying wise. Still got 9 cards. Yeah, I can probably... Alright. No, I don't want to do it like that. I don't want to do it like that either. I want to cast Sentinel. I don't need full control. And then we'll foretell the Bolt. And pass. Alright, I've got 8 cards left. Not that many. It's been a crazy game. I can't believe for how many cards I've drawn. I feel like I should be slaughtering my opponent, but I'm not. It's kind of scary. I might need to just kill the Harbinger with the Demon Bolt. Well, kill the Vega instead. Ah, Mammoth Growth. Well, that's a cool one. 6 cards left in the deck, huh? So I could kill the Harbinger, but if they play a blocker on the ground, kind of feel like it hurts us quite a bit. So I might just go Sentinel here. Do I have enough turns left to just... I don't know. I'm going to foretell this. Still kind of hoping Vandal can take care of something. I mean, got him on like a 2-turn clock here, so that's pretty good. Oh, well, perfect. Perfect. Now we can at least Vandal the sword. Do I want to draw off of this? It brings me to 5, 4, 3. We're getting down there. I might need to just preserve my deck total here, because I feel like right now I've got the gas to sort of get there. So it probably makes more sense to just go this, Vandal, blow that up, get rid of Scald, I guess. Then we'll attack with these 2. And we'll growth, Courser, and draw. The Shield Mate. So we've got 4 cards left. Okay. We got 3 Fin the Fang Bears in there? Wow. Or is it only 2? Huh. I don't know why I thought it was 3. Might just be all lands. We've probably scryed all of our lands to the bottom here. Oh, geez. I've used a lot of time, too. Oh, yes. Master Scald's in there, I guess, huh? That's cool. So now we can go Master Scald. Get back Path the World Tree. Get rid of that. Let's see. Path for 1. Wow. Xaxey's enough card to not die to that too. That's crazy. That was real challenging. Wow. They got the main deck Broken Wings. They've got some good tools in there. Like I said, I'm actually shocked how close that game was because I feel like we were doing everything that game. I feel like we were doing everything you could possibly ask for that game. Just drawing a billion cards, constantly playing spells, and yet it was still very close. So that's a little scary. I wish I had more evasion. I think now that's kind of like what our deck's missing, but I mean, we have some. Courser actually turned out to be super important there. And I cast what? Path the World Tree for full value 3 times that game? That's crazy. Yeah. Pretty cool. I mean, you know what's funny is Intruder is actually kind of good against this Finn the Fangbearer plan. But I don't know what I would take out for it. I could take out Usher. Because it is quite good against Finn. Turning off the poison. And then, you know, if you have enough things to double block, you just get like a free kill. They do have, they have Mammoth Growth too, though, don't they? I think they do. Yes. But it's also good against Blizzard Brawl. You know what? I'm going to bring in an Intruder. I'll probably dump an Usher. We're not beating them down, that's for sure. I could even cut the Besker Shieldmate for another Intruder. Because Shieldmate certainly doesn't pair well against their stuff either. These are just means to buy time. That might have to be good enough, though. I don't think I want to add an extra blue either. I don't think. All right. Well, yeah, it's a keep. Certainly a keep. No white mana yet. Oh, that's a good draw. So now we have white mana. Sure. So I think what we can do is I think we go Mammoth Growth, Foretell. And then we'll pass. We're going to cast Intruder when they attack with Packmate. Double block. And then I can use Mammoth Growth off the Jespera Sentinel, which is kind of cool. And they can cast Mammoth Growth, but they'll just kill one thing. So, and their one thing won't be my Jespera Sentinel. So actually they won't be able to kill either of our things. They basically have to use up their turn. Yeah, that's fine. So I guess we'll double block. And they do have a grip full of cards here, but this does a reasonable job of playing around their own opposing Mammoth Growth, which we know they have. Alright. Well, we found a white mana too, which is nice. So we can play the Master Skald here if I want. Or I can go Nico. Nico is obviously better when you can get a ton of shards off of it, though. We probably just go Master Skald. We lose out on some value here. But we also get a 4/4 on turn 4. And Nico, like I said, much better when you can just power it out with a bunch of shards. Because next turn we can get 3 shards. Could probably wait even longer. We'll see. Alright, I think we'll just go for the 3 shards. Three shards is good value. And they don't have any threats on board. I mean, that helps too. God's Hell Guardian. It does have vigilance, but see what we can do here, huh? Let's crack a shard, I think, to start. Wait, I forgot to use Nico. I screwed up. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. So we can go Oracle here. And let's just remember to do it now. And then we'll go land and Sentinel. And we'll tap our intruder, actually our Oracle. And pass. So that way I'm okay protecting Nico with like intruder. Alright, Vega. And another Finn, sure. So, I think we'll go land, Vandal, we have Jaspera Sentinel, so we can double block the Vega too, which is nice. We don't have the second green right now, so maybe if I crack one of these, probably just plus this. Wait, I didn't want to use that. Oh, it's when it deals damage. All right, that's cool. So now I think we'll just pass. Could do Stronghold now. Maybe that's actually wise. We'll do the Stronghold. So we'll do it on this and this. And then we'll use this to add the green we need, and we'll tap this. And do that. Okay. Now we can pass. So now we have a blocker for Vega, a blocker for God's Hell Guardian. And I can crack a shard, I guess, too. Yeah, I'm running... I kind of have to win this game because this deck takes a lot of thinking. So I have to be a little bit more deliberate with my plays. Opponent has got awesome clock management going. I guess that's just one of the downsides of playing a deck such as ours is it's a sweet deck, but takes a lot of time. All right, so they'll bounce Vandal. I don't think it's gonna let them kill Nico, so I'm okay with that. All right, well, I spoke too soon. They had exactly what they needed in order to kill Nico here, but nothing to be done about that. They just had what they needed. They needed to have two solid things there, and they had it, so good on them. Funny thing is, Nico actually would have survived if I had used it correctly the first turn I played it, so that is the punishment I get for my misplays. I guess actually that's not true. They would have just attacked it with Finn as well. Alright, we'll crack that. Don't need that. Draw there, draw that. So we'll go Sentinel and land. Yeah, we'll go land. Probably crack the Gates of Isfal, so we'll pass. Now we have double blocker for Vega. I can block Finn. We're probably taking the God's Hall Guardian. I feel like everything I do is just taking forever to feel just very, very slow. Alright, so we'll do the gates. When it prompts me. Alright, draw. Demon Bolt is good. We don't have the... Well, we do have the red mana, so... Let's see. We can do that. 3 plus Vandal to... Vandal doesn't do much here. Blocks in the ground I don't really care about, so probably crack this. Alright, we'll take that one too. And then we'll pass. Maybe I need to actually kill Vega now so they don't... I want to kill Vega now so they don't draw off of it. I can't really block anything anyway, so that's probably okay. Could have played the Vandal. It still wouldn't have been able to block, though. This is where I definitely start to make some mistakes. Basically because I have to play quickly. This doesn't look like a winnable game, really. It's like, it's possible, it's just not very likely. Nothing to find off of that, so we'll do this. And I guess get another green. And then we'll pass. Yeah, that was the wiser choice, I think. So I still think we go for flyers, probably. I guess I'd rather have that in their graveyard. I actually don't know. Can block there. I might concede after this turn if I don't draw something valuable here, just because I don't feel like we can get out of this. Ugh, they're really making it difficult on me, though, aren't they? I might have to concede and play beatdown. Yeah, I think I'm going to concede and go beat down. I don't see myself having enough time to do a game 3, and I don't feel like we're going to win that one. So we're going to get off the intruder plan. We're going to get on. Problem is I don't think we have enough goodies to beat down. But we'll have to do Usher. Man, they're not good, though. They're just not good in this match. That's the problem. Probably Recluse has to come in. Probably Invader. And then I guess I get off of... I almost want to get off of Nico because it's too slow. Like, I don't have enough time to do all the shenanigans, but it's so strong, I kind of have to keep it. So I have to make 2 cuts. I don't really like Raven form that much. I mean, it's important, but it also is another slow thing. It gives them chump blockers, but I probably need to keep it. Very difficult here because I just don't know what to cut. Vandal didn't see many targets, right? It saw basically one thing. Yeah, I could cut the Vandal, I guess. It's not a good beatdown creature, and it only has the Valkyrie sword, which isn't even that great of a target. And the other cut is... I really don't know. I don't know. I'm going to cut a Scald because I can't figure it out. So we'll play first. No green mana, but I'm going to keep. Because it gives us a turn 1 attacker and we can at least boast. This is basically our only shot towards victory too, I think, is getting aggressive here, so... Hopefully I don't have the turn 2 Finn. They have 2 Finn in the deck, though, so it seems probable. Yeah. So we'll go land, we'll go Shepherd, pass. And then we're at least a land away from getting a 3-3 on board. Alright, didn't get the land, so we're in full-fledged chill-out mode. So you can do Path the World Tree here, get a red mana. Cast Demon Bolt. Probably need to kill the Glade Warden. Yeah, I think that's acceptable. Another option. Shepherd, no. I think we do this. Not enough time to think about it, unfortunately, so I just kind of have to do it. Could get another green mana there, actually. Which might have been fine, too. Because then I could have at least done the pack mate, but that's fine. I probably just Demon Bolt Glade Warden now, I think, on my turn, in case they have something. Like Depart, whatever. Could have done it on their turn, but they also have Mammoth Growth in their deck, so I don't want to worry about that. Vega, sure. Alright, so we'll double block here. They'll probably play their Shepherd to get back Finn, but yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate, but there's just nothing we can do about it. I wish there was. So we'll play another green. We'll do the Shepherd. We're going to get back Usher, and then we'll do 2 Sentinels, I think. That at least puts us in Path of the World Tree territory, which is pretty good. Because we have white, blue, green, red, so we're just off black right now. Currently nothing to bring back with Master Scald, but that's why another reason to use the Path of the World Tree here. Sure. Alright. We have Master Scald to get it back, we just don't have the creatures to support it. Alright, so now we go Scald. Get back the path. We go land, path. Probably get another green mana, I guess. Not that it really matters. And then we'll pass. We have double blocker for Vega or Stalwart Valkyrie, which is good. Guess they can put the counters on the thing. There's nothing we can do about that either. Okay, so we take 4 here. They have another creature in the yard? No. Okay. Well, that's good. I wish there was something we could do against that, but we just cannot. So I guess we'll just do this, putting some counters on Jespera Sentinels so they can block the Vega. And then we'll probably just play a land and hard cast a pack mate. And pass. I mean, getting got by Broken Wings in a manner like this is pretty hard. It's pretty tough. Just because they're hitting our Path of the World trees that don't even, like, after they've already reaped us value, so it's pretty painful. Demon Bolt. Well, it gives us an Alpha Vega. I guess that's pretty good. I guess at this point we can attack with Master Scald. Well, probably not. I guess we gotta wait. Like I should have played my Gates of Isfel there, but I'm in such a rush that like I said, I'm gonna be making mistakes. So we'll probably just take one here, I guess. I don't want to, but I also don't want them to be able to make their Vega any bigger. Guess I could have just blocked with like a... Oh. Well, that was unexpected. Oh, I see, but they can put the counter on now. Okay, that makes sense. So, I guess we kill in response. I don't want to, but I also don't want them to have another big flyer. That made more sense now that they did that. I wonder if I just have to pretend like I have something. Probably not. Do I have Mammoth Growth anymore? I think I do. All right. So we have to block to live. Yeah, it looks like Yara Glade Warden got us pretty good games 2 and 3. Like I said, this was a weird match because I probably spent like, it felt like I spent 30 hours in game 1 winning, doing just like unbelievable things every turn. Just nonstop drawing cards, but didn't end up getting there. So, all right, we'll see for round 2. All right, round 2. Man, that was an hour-long game 1. That is insane. We'll keep this. We don't have any white mana, which is problematic, but we do have the Demon Bolt. I guess Shepherd eventually. When we find our white mana, we can play it on turn 4. Oh, there it is. So now we can at least go Usher next turn into Foretell the Demon Bolt. Ooh, that's a good draw too. We'll still stick to the same plan here though, because we can hard cast Packmate next turn. We're just doing a lot of everything, aren't we? Oh, that's a good draw. So next turn we can still play Packmate plus Demon Bolt, which is quite good. Man, they're doing some crazy stuff over there though. Snowlands up the wazoo. Oh, that's cool. I'd probably just kill it. They actually failed to find, which is kind of crazy. I guess I could draw first. So we can go land, Packmate. I mean, I can't imagine it changes anything, but might as well do it. And I'm killing that because I have another Demon Bolt in hand, and getting in for 5 here seems good. Ooh, Cosmos Elixir. All right. It's a good spell. Yeah, I think we're just going to jam a bunch of creatures here. What if they have... I wonder if I should just boast instead in case they have Doomscar. Seems a little bit worrisome, but I think that's okay. I mean, this seems fine to me. Doesn't have to, we don't have to commit any more to the board in case they did have Doomscar or whatever. Even if they have Lindworm, we can still attack into it. So they did actually have a board wipe, which is pretty crazy. The way they were playing just made it seem like they had one, so kind of makes sense. I don't know how they keep failing to find here. So I can just kill the champion if I want. I don't feel like I need to, though. So we'll play the Stronghold and probably just play Shepherd, getting back our Usher. Yeah, I like that. Maybe they sack their champion to the Great Hall and then I can Demon Bolt it too. That would be fine. Wouldn't even be that bad of an idea for them, but they don't have a second white for it, so maybe not. Didn't they fail to find before, though? I don't get it. So now they didn't fail to find? I'm very, very confused. Attacking, no less, huh? Okay, well, Raven's Warning is cool, so what do we want to do here? We can attack with Shepherd. And then play Raven's Warning if I want. Can do the Master Scald too. Master Scald might be smarter. It's just a bigger beater. Raven's Warning doesn't really commit much to the board here. Or give us much, I guess. I mean, it lets my Shepherd, I guess, draw us a card next turn. It's kind of cool, actually. It's kind of a bit of a long-term thing, though. The fact that I can find stuff off Raven's Warning is kind of nice. Yeah, I could see that, actually. Because then I can also use Bredegard's Stronghold next turn. Which is also nice. I mean, I could use it this turn if I wanted to. I guess I can't, actually. I still don't have the second white yet. Alright, I think I'll bolt this now. Alright, that's too bad because it's going to make things a lot more difficult for us. Yeah, quite a bit more difficult now. We don't have second blue, so I'll probably have to play the Sentinel here. So I could play the Master Scald, but maybe almost, well, the longer we wait, the more value they're going to get off that Cosmos Elixir too. That's true. Like if I play Master Scald now, I feel like I might as well wait though. It's tough. We basically have to outvalue an Elixir. They're at least a few turns off from Elixir for now. I can get whatever I want off of this Raven's Warning. I'm not sure if there's anything I do want. So they're going to be able to exile our Shepherd currently, but I'll probably play the Master Scald. Okay, so I can find something. Could find something useful here. Is there anything that deals with that Runeforged champion? I don't think so. Do I have creatures in my yard? I do. They're at 12. Man, I could do the Dread Rider, but then I'm using Jaspera Sentinel for black. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst. Otherwise, I can do Undersea Invader, which can also attack into the champion. That's not bad either, actually. Yeah, I could see that. Let's do that. So we'll do the... Wait, is this shuffle though? No, it just returns it. Okay, that's fine. So we'll cast that. Get back the Raven's Warning, get rid of this. And then we can cast Raven's Warning again. Okay. Cool with that. No attacks. Essentially setting up for a Bredegard's stronghold at some point. We can do Nico as well. Attacking. They must have something, otherwise they wouldn't have attacked with both. So we'll probably just block like this. Because I don't think they attack like this unless they've got a slick follow-up, so... Well, we'll get in there. I'm very confused. I think I'm just going to play another Master Scald because Fall the Imposter is getting rid of a creature anyway. And they're at 4 life. We also have, so we have the Bredegard stronghold here. Which gives us a lot of lethal creatures. They have a 3/4 and a 4/5, so I can do the way down. Can also do the wings, but I'm not drawing this turn either necessarily, unless I do Nico. They have a lot of snow to bring back? No. Okay. Also don't have to get anything. Dread Rider doesn't seem bad though if I can deal some damage to him. I don't know if I can outclock their thing, though. I think for now we'll just decline. So I think we'll go land. We'll do the stronghold. Because I still have the mana to do Undersea Invader off of the Jaspera Sentinel. I'm still kind of confused why they attacked. I felt like I needed a block because they had something spicy there, but not sure if they did. Sure. So they went for like a... It's interesting. They went for like a all-in play with the Runeforge champion and like the Kaya's slot. I could see that. So there's our second blue. We can at least attack with Undersea Invader. Then we'll go Nico for 6. And we'll plus it. So they can't kill Nico. I can block it. I can block one of them with the Sentinel because we've got reach. So that's cool. I think what we'll do is make the Undersea Invader unblockable. And we'll just get in with that and see if it kills them. Alright, sweet. Wonder if there was a point we could kill our opponent with Nico in match 1. People are screaming at me right now. I'll have to go back and check that. So Invoke the Divine definitely looks really, really good here. So we'll probably bring them both in. And could still keep the Raven form. Might be a good idea with all the counters they have. And we have the Mask Vandal too. So I mean, we've got ways to blow up their stuff. That's good. Might cut the Mammoth Growth. And maybe cut the Raven form. Could cut a Demon Bolt too. Say that the Snakes can fail. So they have Doomscar and they have... Where did it go? Wait, they have Doomscar, but they played... Do you have to... I don't know what happened to their 6-mana board wipe. The other one. That is funny, though. They have both. That's scary. And we don't have any counter spells, so that's not happening. Maybe I cut the Raven form. Yeah, I guess so. So I feel like our deck can basically outdraw anybody, and there's pros and cons to that. It also means we could run out of deck because we don't quite beat down as hard as I would like. All right, that is a keep. No green mana, but this hand is good, actually. Turn 1 Usher, turn 2 Tack Boast, turn 3 Demon Bolt, maybe. Eventually get the Shepherd out to bring back Usher. Alright. So we'll just kill that dude. So we can't boast this turn, but that's okay. Next turn, if I draw an untapped land, I can foretell Shepherd plus boast with Usher. Otherwise, if they play a blocker, probably just foretell the Shepherd, which is also fine. Sure. All right, so we got our green mana. So, yeah, I think that's the plan. We go this for the green. We get in, we boast. And then we'll go Shepherd here. Trying not to commit to the board against the deck that has multiple board wipes. Probably the best idea. Because having the Demon Bolt here is actually really good too. It's going to let us kill something and still boast. I mean, I'm happy to just keep boasting and make them use a Doomscar or something else on one of my creatures. I am okay with that. You can actually, I mean, you can cast the nice thing is you can do the Packmate too, because you don't really have an issue playing Packmate into a board wipe so much, because it's already given you value. So that to me makes sense as well. I mean, they're going to have to blow up the board or play a blocker at some point. They clearly have a board wipe, otherwise they probably would have done something this game. The fact that they haven't tells me they want us to commit more to the board. Thankfully, we haven't. We've just used Usher 3 times. and beaten them for 12 points of damage. So, yeah, I think we'll stick to this bash for a bunch of damage, continue to boast plan. Yeah, I guess we can foretell this. So this gives them access to Doomscar, but Doomscar for one creature, I'm okay with. We'll follow up with a Shepherd of the Cosmos and get it right back. I mean, they definitely, it feels like they definitely don't have a choice but to do it here. Interesting. So they probably have the Veil, it looks like. No? Alright. Well, got a victory there, so we'll take it. We'll see you in round 3. Alright, this is a keep. I think we're going to do the turn 2 Foretell Packmate, because that makes it so that, well, probably still do it. Depends on what we draw next turn, I guess. But powering out that turn 3 Packmate is quite good. Yeah, I guess so. Like, I could play the Shieldmate, which is also good, but I feel like this is fine. No, I probably should have done Packmate first, but in case I drew like an Usher or something, but this is fine. Alright, well, I'll allow that to die. And we got all 5 colors now. That's good. So let's go land, Shieldmate, and I think we'll actually foretell Shepherd. So I could cast the Shepherd. I might just do Master Scald, since there's nothing it can bring back anyway. Five mana, 4/4 beater. Wow, it's actually the first time I've seen Pyre of Heroes. Guess we'll allow that to die. So nothing to be brought back with Shepherd, sadly. I don't know why I played the not sure why I played the untapped land there. Probably should have just played Gates of Isfell to potentially draw off it next turn, but it's maybe not a huge deal. We'll see. Okay. Lindworm. I'm content tacking into that. We're getting in for 5 here. Would I rather do the Mammoth? I guess I'd rather do the Demon Bolt. Because red mana. Oh, they have Snakeskin Veil mana up. Well, that's alright. I'll allow it. Looks like they have it. So we'll play the Gates of Isfell and then foretell the Mammoth Growth. Oh, well, Village Right's probably less scary anyway, so... I guess Mammoth... Well, yeah, I guess we foretell Mammoth Growth. Could foretell Demon Bolt too here. Alright, well, why not? Two value 1-mana spells. I can do Gates of Isfell next turn using the Jaspera Sentinel if I want. Oh, well, I would have been able to protect it from way down, but that's okay. Not a huge deal, I don't think. Let's do this. I'm just gonna kill this. I think we actually do probably play out all of our lands because of Nico, basically, but it doesn't do a good job of playing around Skull Raid. So next turn, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have lethal technically next turn with Mammoth Growth, so something to consider. I'll probably just do Mammoth Growth on token here, I guess. Alright. So we got game 1, that's cool. Sideboard, we saw Pyre of Heroes, oddly enough, in a deck that didn't show any shared creature types. But they have the Wither Crowns, and they have... I mean, Invoke the Divine is nice against the Wither Crowns. So is Mass Vandal. I'm willing to get rid of... Well, should I get rid of Ravenform or should I get rid of a Demon Bolt? I mean, Demon Bolt kills the creatures they have, but Ravenform deals with Lindworm pretty effectively. So does Demon Bolt, sort of. I don't know if I want to get any of them. The question is, do I want to Invoke the Divine for Wither Crowns? And I'm not sure about that. I feel like we can still win through them, obviously, because we just did. I don't want to bring in Invokes, I don't think. I'd rather keep my removal spells. Because remember, even though Demon Bolt doesn't kill Lindworm, it allows you to attack into it and still finish it off. You get a 2-for-1 on yourself, but Demon Bolt also just kills a bunch of other things in their deck, so it's probably worth it. This hand is not particularly good, but I'm going to keep it just because it's got all of our colors, and these Gates of Isfell are kind of nice. They also didn't come out of the gates super quick last game, so it's another reason. I guess I could have foretold Demon Bolt there, but we don't have the red mana for it, so I'm not sure if it matters. I might need to trade off here. Vega's not really doing that much anyway. That I'll probably just take. Alright, play the green, go Sentinel. Now we have Demon Bolt mana, that's kind of nice. Yeah, now I definitely have some incentive to keep Vega alive. Sure. Ooh, War Master, that's a good one. Well, I feel like I can't afford to take 7 here. I'm gonna trade that off. Well, I was kind of hoping they didn't have something, but they did. So, we'll play land, and we'll play the Master Scald, and then pass. And we have Demon Bolt up. So they went from a deck that did absolutely nothing for like 12 turns to a deck that apparently is hyper aggro elves. Pretty interesting. Pretty fascinating. I mean, they're still a ways away from War Master, I guess. So I probably need to preserve my life total. Alright, so we'll go land, Scald, pass. So we got just absolutely slaughtered this game, oddly enough. Just straight up night and day 180-degree difference from the lack of anything our opponent did last game. So Shieldmate not good enough, and I can crack that, but then I don't have the mana to play Shieldmate. All right. So we'll go to game 3 here. So apparently opponent is hyper aggro. I was unaware game 1, but now I see it. Yeah. Not really getting... Nothing's screaming out at me. I really don't want to bring an Invoke for a Pyre of Heroes. I'm not digging that. Alright. Well, I guess we run her back then. Alright. We'll play first. Let's see. Yeah, we can keep this. Actually, this hand's good. So, we'll go for our green mana first to get the Jaspera Sentinel. And then we'll foretell the Packmate, because then we can still potentially cast it. I mean, I could do the Path of the World Tree and get the guaranteed land for next turn, but this actually seems way better. Because if we Packmate, then we have access to all the colors we need, which is nice. Alright, so I think we'll go Packmate, hopefully draw the land. If we don't, we're in a little bit more trouble. We did get the land, though, which is good. So, now we could do... I think we just hold off. Leave the Packmate back. I don't want to just tap out and let them beat me down, so they can use kill spells. That's fine. What am I casting this turn? I guess I'm doing... well, I can still use Packmate. That's kind of nice, too. Maybe not this turn. Alright, we got our second green, so that's cool. We can go Path. Get our... Actually, maybe we want our blue, but red is our most unusual color, so maybe red. We still need blue. We have more blue sources, so this kind of makes sense. And I can leave up Demon Bolt as needed here. Can also just cast Vega this turn. It's not bad, actually. You know what? I'm going to do it because it makes the best use of our mana, which is important. But I also think it's good because it lets us foretell and start getting some value and drawing some cards, which I think is important. Huh. I mean, at this point, we're just like a blue away from Path of the World Tree being able to snap off here, which is cool. They need to kill Vega now. Wisely, they do. I can cast Master Scald without the help. So I guess I can sack the Packmate now. And then we can cast Master Scald. We don't have anything to get back, though, right? No, that's okay. We're just played as a 4/4. And I'll get in for 1. Still need a blue mana. But once we have a blue mana, then we can go off with the Path of the World Tree, which is nice. So I can bolt that as well, which is cool. And we probably do... while they're tapped out, yeah. Very close to Path of the World Tree going off, which is nice. I think we'll just take it. Okay. Still don't just don't quite have it. Very close, but just don't quite have it yet. We're like right at that point. Right there at that point. So I think we'll go land pass. I could do a Masked Vandal. I maybe want to, but it's nice to have, you know, the option there in case they have something I'm not anticipating. So we'll block that with the Master Scald. Sure, it's unfortunate because it's actually very good for them. Much better than it is for us. But not the end of the world. I guess still better than the Berserker, because the Berserker would have given them a 2-2. Alright, unfortunately now I have to play Vandal. It's just, it's... The only unfortunate thing is not having blue mana right now, because blue mana is what's preventing us from really going off here with Path of the World Tree. We really are just a blue mana away from going off. So I'll just throw a 1-3 in front of it. Alright. Not really what I want. Certainly not a blue mana, so we're just going to have to patiently wait. I guess we only have 4 blue sources left here. I mean, I can cast Raven Form. It doesn't really do anything. Alright, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. I thought this was a pretty sweet deck. It was pretty ambitious. Unfortunate that it went down like that. Just really wanted to see that blue mana basically the last 4 or 5 turns, so that's too bad. Alright, ended up going 1-2. We'll see you for the next one.